So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime with Adventure Comics number 363, published in December 1967, with story by Jim Shooter and art by Pete Costanza. You're too late, Legionnaires. My chemical bomb has just destroyed Earth. Featuring Black Day for Legion. Can the Legionnaires KO the colossal chemoid creations of Dr. Mantis Morlo? Frankly, the maniacal Morlo couldn't care less. Whether the superheroes meet triumph or tragedy, the sinister scientist has another ace up his sleeve, which can only bring on a black day for Legion. If I don't move fast, that chemoid's crystal fists will put me down for the count. I can't break loose from the walking glob of glue. Kryptonite, my one nemesis. So we get a recap of... the Legion was sent out to take care of Dr. Mantis Morlo, a known criminal who was polluting with his technology, and just let him go after he demonstrated that he was unhinged. Later on, there were reports of problems, pollution on 3 planets, all of which were planets where a Legionnaire had come from, and 3 groups were sent out. In this case, Princess Projector was sent to her own planet of Orando with a group, and they discovered this floating factory belching out smoke and got into a fight with Morlo's chemoids, who seemed to have an advantage over the Legion. Whew, barely ducked that punch. One blow from those razor-sharp crystal fists, and I'll look like sliced salami. Morlo underestimated me. Apparently he thinks my only power is super karate. Well, here's where I prove my mastery of all forms of fighting. So he snaps this pole in half. Here's something Morlo never dreamed I'd try. How's this, Savate attack suit Yakemi? So he drop kicks him and uses the stick like a kendo stick, and apparently it has more effect on him than his own fists and feet. Meanwhile, the other Legionnaires seem to be getting an upper hand. Cosmic Boy is able to use, since he can't affect the chemoids directly because they're aluminum, or have transformed into aluminum, he uses other metal to take care of them. Light Lass is having no effect because as she makes the chemoid lighter, he keeps making himself heavier, so she just turns off her power and he is driven through the floor. Help! My illusions are only visual. I can't stop this radar-guided chemoid. So Light Lass comes over and tries to rip out his antenna. You're not going anywhere, Morlo. Your playmates flopped, and so did you. Hey, where's Superboy? He went to destroy the smog maker. He should be doing it now. So, Morlo says, no, my machine. All right, Morlo, it's 20 questions time. Why the smog gimmick just to lure us out here? You're such good detectives. Figure it out yourself. I wouldn't talk in a million years. You just might be in prison that long, Morlo. Never. In fact, I'm leaving now. And he escapes. Jumps off the side of the factory. That's the densest forest on Orando, but you should be able to spot him with your X-ray vision. But he just disappears. I should, but I can't. He must have used some special getaway gimmick. But he's there somewhere, and we'll find him if we have to take the woods apart leaf by leaf. But as the 8 Legionnaires set out to find the missing Morlo, let us see what has been happening meanwhile on Daxam, homeworld of Mon-El. Why aren't we landing, Sunboy? We can't, Mon-El. Instruments report impossible weather beneath the clouds. So they head out to this tremendous hailstorm. Hailstones the size of cannonballs. And rain, but it's deadly caustic alkali. This sleet, it's formed into razor-sharp needles. A ball lightning comes down, but Lightning Lad is able to absorb it. This must be causing havoc in the cities below. We have to stop it, Element Lad. Now I can shield us temporarily from the deadly rain by turning it into helium, or he says how. But leave everything to me. I'll just turn the heat up and evaporate those oddball thunderheads. So he takes care of everything. They go down, and the city seems to be abandoned or everyone's dead, but they find them over in this subway tunnel. It's Professor Crondo. I am the emergency committee that summoned you. What has happened here, Professor? I'll explain, but first, come into our headquarters. It will soon be dangerous outside. Look at the Visi screen. Rioters, looters swarming the place in which we stood seconds ago. It's the same throughout the city. Hey, are they afraid? They are afraid, and they have a right to be. Almost every major city on Daxam has been razed. Red-hot fog of deadly gas, thunder that splits mountains, all impossible conditions we can't cope with. Even the fact that we know who our enemy is hasn't helped us in our fight. Here is his picture, so it's Morlo. Yes, and from our last standing laboratory, we have determined the location of his base, but all attempts to breach his defenses have failed. So it's up to us, eh? Well, let's go. So they send out a team to take care of Morlo, but also take care of the problems. So floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, all ruining cities, towns, even the regular weather control towers are helpless against Morlo's chemical storm. So Element Lad turns all the buildings to steel to protect them, which seems like a bad idea. Lightning Lad is protecting them from lightning. According to the monitors, there's been a strange lull in the storms all over the planet. Morlo must know we're here. I'll bet he's marshaling his forces to battle us. You needn't keep him waiting. Your equipment is ready. So they determined that he is undersea because it's the only place that could be okay in these storms. By the way, if you're wondering why Mon-El has powers on Daxam and no one else does, it's apparently the serum he has to protect him from lead also causes him to retain his powers on Daxam, which seems unlikely. So they dive underwater and discover that the water is very murky because of whatever's Morlo's doing. Can't see. Wait, our special equipment, the Infralight. Look, the smoke screen was just a cover for another attack. Morlo has monsters guarding this joint. So they get into another big fight. Got you, Mon. I'll electrify the water and jolt those things to sleep. Our insulated suits protect us. Good work. Now let's get inside. Colossal Boy will wait out here. Hold up, boys. Not so fast. So they discover a bomb, and Mon-El heads over there because even if it blows up, it won't harm him. Stand back, all of you. I'm invulnerable, but you could be ripped apart if I goof. It's coming. We're in. Morlo's gimmicks have failed to stop us so far. So let's find him before he pulls something else. Look out, Elad. Yai, my hands. An instant freezing chemical falling from the ceiling. I'll get you out. My hand's frozen. If that had been a direct hit, you could have been killed. Looks like frostbite. Here, I'll warm it for you. That settles it. I'm getting rid of all Morlo's threats. Like this. Rip. Looks like a thorough job. I sense that Morlo is in the control room. If he thinks this vault door will stop us... Imra, look out the walls. Oh, I missed a trap. Razor-sharp chemical crystals growing from the walls at fantastic speed. I'll take care of them. I'll change them to oxygen. And I'll take care of this door, Element Lad. There, I'm through, but where's Morlo? Look, he's getting away in that emergency submarine. Morlo doesn't know I'm out here waiting for him. Time to shoot up to colossal size. Ha! Got him in both hands. Hey, the ship feels slick like it was greased. Colossal Boy, but he won't hold me long. I just pressed one little button and the sub is coated with an oily secretion an octopus couldn't get a grip on. He slipped right between my fingers, and I mean literally. Now to make my getaway. Squish. He's gone, out of sight. We must catch him. He has to be brought to justice for what he did to Daxam. It could take weeks to trace him in this vast sea, but catch him we will. There are now 2 Morlo hunts on 2 planets. Like to try for 3? Then turn to part 2.